I saw a red bird flying high out of a sunset sky. I saw a sunflower growing wild on that old roadside. Clear as a lighthouse beacon, I could see that you're not that far away. Far away. When I need you, you'll be right outside my window. I feel your arms around me when the wind blows. I still think you left too soon, but I'm thankful for your time. 'Cause heaven's lucky to have you, so was I. I wish I could call you up when I mess up one of Grandma's recipes. I wish we could catch up on life and such and hear you laughing at me. But today I found a picture, saw that smile upon your face. I knew everything would be okay. I need you, you'll be right outside my window. I feel your arms around me when the wind blows. I still think you left too soon, but I'm thankful for your time. 'Cause heaven's lucky to have you, so was I. I need you, you'll be right outside my window. Feel your arms around me when the wind blows. I still think you left too soon, but I'm thankful for your time. 'Cause heaven's lucky to have you. God knows how much I miss you. Heaven's lucky to have you, so was I. So was I. Carry on my wayward son.
morning. We're here this morning and want to say thank you for attending this morning for the celebration of life for Chad Leon Beardall. Before we started, we had a small family gathering where we were able to say goodbyes, and we'd like to go ahead now and recognize the musical selections that the family started us off with. Heaven is Lucky to Have You, that was done by Mike Rogers, and Carry On My Wayward Son by Kansas. Folks, we're going to go ahead now, and just one housekeeping thing. If you have a cell phone, if you could go ahead and either turn it down or mute it for us so that we can go ahead and enjoy this together. And we're going to invite Jessica Cyril to come up now and begin with our eulogy.
For those of you that don't know me, I'm Jessica. I'm married to Chad's oldest son, Zane. There are no words that can describe the bond that I got to make with Chad, as I know that each of you has made as well. Before I get started, I just want to say that each of us feel immense pain from this, even though we all knew Chad in different ways. The emotions we feel are all alike, and I honor us all for that. I may not be blood related, but he took me in like I was his own. There was not one time Chad ever made me feel like I wasn't one of his daughters. We met when he was 29 because of the incredible child that he raised. I am 29 now. I knew from the moment that I met Zane that we were in for the long haul. Chad taught him well. The love that Chad had for his children showed me what kind of heart he has. The first day that I met Chad, I said something that didn't come out quite right, as I do quite often. And Chad laughed at me and made fun of me. The night after I left, I remember asking Zane what his dad thought about me. And all he said was, the fact that he laughed at you meant that he liked you. No one will ever make fun of me like he did. There's no way to describe his infectious laugh. I'm sure, like many of us, we still hear it every single day in our hearts, and we feel it in our soul. He always knew how to create an uncontrollable laughing session. Chad had a heart of gold, although he played it off as if he didn't care. He showed us how deeply he cared by the thought he put into everything he's ever given to someone, the meaningful things that he said, and the jokes that he would make. It's the little things that make the biggest impact on a person's life. And he knew how to do that. Chad started life off earlier than other people, having his first child at the age of 14. That would be Zane. Then another at the age of 16. That was Tristan. And then came the twins at the age of 19. He thought it was a joke when April told him that there was 2 babies in there. He hung up on her. That's Aisha and Alicia. Then together, April and Chad thought that they were done having children. And she went in to go and get her tubes tied. And when she went in there, there's another baby saying, "Oh no, you guys aren't done yet." And then came Caden. Each one of his children knew how much they meant to him. 5 kids later, Chad finally decided it was time to tie the knot. Even after the marriage ended in divorce, the 2 of them stood together as amazing co-parents and friends. Chad never stopped supporting his children. The family that he created is physical evidence of the father that knows when and how to show up. Chad had many friends throughout his life. His nerdiness and bubbly personality made that come easy. I will never forget staying out all night searching for Pokemon, or standing in lines outside of GameStop for new releases to drop. It would be impossible for any of us to choose just one favorite memory or moment with him. Those memories are always tied into the things that he loved. Some that have been mentioned to me as I was working on this are hiking, singing, drinking, watching movies, going on drives, camping, going to restaurants, ghost hunting, and playing video games together. But there was always something tied to every one of those memories, and it was him. His smile, his jokes. He knew how to make something out of nothing. He was one of the most unique men ever created. Chad, I know you'll always be an angel watching over your kids and your grandkids. You're forever going to be missed. And I'm looking forward to seeing how you will be here creating havoc. Rest in peace, Vice-like Chad. Because Zane couldn't find the words to express his feelings in this moment, he chose a song to be played at this time.
Before they turn off all the lights, I wanna read you your wrongs or your rights. The time has gone. I'll tell you good night, close the door. Tell you I love you once more. The time has gone, so here it is. I'm not your son, you're not my father. We're just two grown men saying goodbye. No need to forgive, no need to forget. I know your mistakes and you know mine. And while you're sleeping, I'll try to make you proud. So daddy, won't you just close your eyes? Don't be afraid. It's my turn to chase the monsters away. Oh, well, I'll read a story to you. Only difference is this one is true. The time has gone. I folded your clothes on the chair. I hope you sleep well, don't be scared. Time has gone, so here it is. I'm not your son, you're not my father. We're just two grown men saying goodbye. No need to forgive, no need to forget. I know your mistakes and you know mine. And while you're sleeping, I'll try to make you proud. So
words, Jessica, and for the music. We'd like to now invite Tristan, Cyril, and Alicia Patterson to come out and give personal tributes.
Tristan, the second oldest child of Chad. My dad loved hunting ghosts. He always told us stories about his childhood, about these unexplainable things that happened to him as a kid. As he didn't really understand it, and what he experienced was scary, and made him curious. As years passed, he started to watch the TV show called Ghost Hunters, where he learned more about the paranormal and what equipment to get and how to use them. He started to do his own ghost adventures, like investigating the Lehigh Haunted Hospital, to abandoned places, to even helping family and friends that were experiencing unexplainable events. He loved it so much he wanted to share it with his kids. He taught us everything we know today. He got us to love it just as much as he did. The excitement he had doing it, the passion, the motivation, was the reason why I started the Unknown Investigators. Because it seemed like he hit a roadblock and couldn't find places to investigate. And I helped to get rid of that roadblock, where the road continued that led to more and better opportunities. He was there every step of the way. We would talk for hours about our recent investigation or other locations we wanted to check out, or the opportunities that were coming to us, the success that was coming to us. Literally anything paranormal all the time. Even though it was hard work, he was my inspiration and motivation. All that hard work was for him, because it made him so happy, and that's all I wanted, was for him to be happy. Now it's my time to hunt him.
So this is a letter I buried with him. I'm trying not to cry to see it. I said that I'm gonna miss your silly, goofy laugh, and that I'm gonna miss all the hiking trips we have and the movies, and I don't know if we're gonna ever have a road trip again. I just like all the rides we went to and all teasing us and scaring us when you would shake the wheel, make us think we're gonna get pulled over. And it always shocked me when he always noticed if I did a new style in my hair, and he complimented me and said it was beautiful and I should be a hairstylist, and I was like, I cheated, I used a crimper. It wasn't me that did it. And our Sonic trips that we went to, the one time that we went to Sonic, it was really cold, so we didn't even get out of the car. We just sat next to our cars and talked on the phone. and we both just ate ice cream next to each other on the phone instead of sitting out in the cold because we were too cold to sit out and outside and hang out. And then I said that my favorite memory with you was in Halloween when you would scare us with your masks on purpose, just facing us with your mask and not saying anything, and you're like, Dad, why aren't you talking? And he would just sit there trying to scare us. And he knows I get really like uncomfortable when you stare at me for too long, so then he did it on purpose to make me laugh. And I thought it was really cool you went hunting with Tristan and did all your childhood experiences with like paranormal. That made me curious about it, even though it scared me when you told me your childhood experiences. I'm gonna miss all of your text messages with us, how excited you were on your hunts and your pictures. And then and also I really love that you like to meet all of our kids, even though the one time you went and met Daphne, my youngest. I had mastitis at the time, so I was not feeling good, and you still held her and visited us for a little bit. And I probably wasn't very fun because I wasn't talking, so I was really sick. And how you helped me put a binky in her mouth, and she's not really a binky baby, but she held it for you. And I'm gonna miss all the jokes you made, and also how you always made fun of us if we did something stupid. And I'm gonna miss you and love you forever, Dad.
Thank you both. We now have a unique opportunity, brothers and sisters. The family has given you the opportunity now to come up and share a memory, share a story, share something fun about Chad. We're going to go ahead and take a few minutes. I know it's hard to get started, but please, if you have something you'd like to share with us, go ahead and come up. And please do watch your step as you step up and down. There is a step up and down.
So I shared this already with my kids on Saturday when we did kind of like a memorial thing for Chad and shared our memories. And so when we were like, I think 15, went to Vegas with my mom and Rob, and Zane had a babysitter. We always had this camcorder that Rob would be driving, and we would just try to film like the strip and stuff, and he was joking and he was like, "You're a fart knocker." So those are the memories that I have. I even have a VHS still of that memory. There's so many memories of Chad. I can't even explain how many. Memories are forever and would never go away. And those are the times that everybody needs to cherish. We all will love and miss Chad. He really had a big heart. Thank you.
Caden, Chad's youngest, and I just wanted to share a memory of mine, probably my favorite, because it just shows how much he cared, even when no one was looking. I used to spend every other weekend with him. I'll go over to his place and just hang out. And for the longest time, we were on pretty separate schedules, sleep schedules. And whenever I got over to his place and we started just hanging out and just watching videos, goofing off, it wouldn't be too long before I started to get tired. But I made it a goal to try to spend as much time with him as possible. And so I sat there for hours and hours fighting the tired to try to spend as much time with him as possible. Until eventually I ended up just passing out right next to him. And every time, without fail, I would wake up to him adjusting me onto the couch so I can sleep while he turns everything off and goes to bed with me. And this was almost every single time without fail. He just cared so much and wanted to spend as much time with me, even if it meant him going to bed early so we could wake up together the next day. Miss you forever. Thank you.
I'm Sky. I've been fighting coming up here. I am lucky to have met Chad 9 years ago when I met Tristan. And I've never liked camping, ever. I'm a little chicken. I'm scared of everything. And Tristan took me on the first camping trip with Dad. And it was intense. I've never camped in a tent before. I've always been a traded pet person. And I just remember like shaking all night, hearing like little things, and Chad would, he thought it was funny that I was so scared that he came up to the tent and scratched the side of the tent. It was like, shh, shh, shh. And I couldn't sleep for the rest of the night. I was just terrified, and it was totally his type of thing to do, and now I've grown to love camping just because each time he's done silly, goofy things like that, and it's those memories that we get to keep forever and carry on that'll be with us forever. I miss you, Chad.
Every single person in this room has a memory. Is there anyone else who'd like to come up and share something fun, something funny, or a wonderful memory? Well, thank you for those of you. Oh, you'd like to?
one thing that I remember about Dad is he told me one day when we were driving around in his car that he would support me no matter who I dated, who I loved, and what I did with my life. And he, I remember one game that he played with me and Alicia because we were weird about being stared at. He would stare at us from across the room and not blink. He'd just stare. And if we would try to look away and act like we didn't notice, but he'd wait till we laughed and then he would stop. But he did it to Alicia a lot. She didn't like that game. He was doing eye contact, and we would try to play the staring game for as long as possible. He always won. And then the most recent memory, not super recent, but for my birthday, I didn't have any money to go to lunch with my twin sister. And he texted me and said, I want to see you today. Do you want to go to lunch for your birthday to the pizza factory? And I said, I can't, I don't have a ride and I'm broke. And he said, no worries, I can pay for it. I'll come get you right now. Are you ready for me to come get you? And I said, yes, let me get some clothes on, because I was just laying in bed in my PJs. And then he came and picked me up and we talked the whole way there and the whole way back. And he said he loved spending time with me. That's all I have to say.
I'll just be brief here real quick. I don't know if any of you have shared a drink with Chad before. But if you have, then you would know that he really likes that melted down Jolly Ranchers nonsense. He always claimed it was amazing and it was always horrible. And I'm gonna miss all the horrible drinks with him.
I'm Wade. I'm Chad's oldest. Well, I'm his big brother. And, Chad's kind of a recluse. You can't get him to go do anything. And I call him all the time and be like, hey, let's go do this. And Chad would always go, okay. And then when it came time, he wouldn't answer your phone call. He wouldn't return texts. And then 3 days later, he'd call you and say, oh, sorry, I fell asleep, or something silly like that. But if I would call him, because I kind of got him into ghost hunting when we were young. We used to take all of our kids when they were 7 and 8, which I know some people might not think that's the greatest of all ideas, but the kids loved it, and if I called him to go get lunch, he'd find a way out. If I called him to go watch a movie or whatever, he would find a way out. But if I said, hey, I found this place that we could go ghost hunting at, he would be at the house before we hung up the phone. And I'm really going to miss that about him. Everybody said infectious laugh. He definitely had the silliest giggle. And it didn't even have to be funny whatever happened, but once he started giggling, everybody else would start giggling. I'm really going to miss that. I love you, Chad. And I'm pissed.
Hi, I'm Chad's niece. When I was 5, we moved into what we call the Yellow House, and that house is haunted. And if anybody who's lived there, it's haunted. But as a 5-year-old, it was a little scary to live there. And Chad was really great at easing me into being around the paranormal, and stuff comes missing or moved or abnormal, who knows what. And just being able to interact with them. But as I got older, we would end up hunting at random places and places that on the second floor, wondering if we were gonna fall in the hole. Like, so we just had good memories, and he helped me transition into a lot of things. And at that age, I didn't know what he was doing, but I appreciate it.
Is there anyone else who's found a story that needs to be shared? Okay, well, thank you for those who did. You've given me a better picture of Chad. I don't, as a member of the mortuary staff, quite often know the folks that I've been asked to conduct the services for. So I can thank you for giving me that snapshot of Chad. Before we close, I've been asked to go ahead and make some more remarks, but because my knowledge of Chad is pretty simple, I have a poem that I like to share on my view of where Chad possibly is going. So before we close, I'd like to share that poem. It's called Gone From My Sight, and it's by Henry Van Dyke. It says, I am standing upon a seashore, a ship at my side, spreads her white sails to the moving breeze and starts for the blue ocean. She is an object of beauty and strength. I stand and watch her until at length she hangs like a speck of white cloud just where the sea and sky come to mingle with each other. Then someone at my side says, there she is gone. Gone where? Gone from my sight, that is all. She is just as large in mast, hull, and spar as she was when she left my side, and she is just as able to bear her load of living freight to her destined port. Her diminished size is in me, not in her. And just at the moment when someone says, there she is gone, there are other eyes watching her coming, and other voices ready to take up the glad shout, here she comes, and that is dying. And my hope for you is that you would know that there's someone shouting, hooray, that Chad has joined them today. We'd like to recognize now those who will participate as our casket bearers. Our pallbearers are Zane Cyril, Tristan Cyril, Caden Beardall, Dean Cyril, Pete Patterson, Hunter Faddis, James Young, and Wade Beardall. Our honorary pallbearers are Aisha Faddis, Alicia Peter Patterson, Samantha Young, Sean Young, Bentley Stubbs, Braden Prowse, Anna Owen, and Chris Owen. I'd like to also acknowledge that we will be going to the Springville Evergreen Cemetery, and on the inside front cover under the word burial, it has the address for those of you who would be meeting us down there. Going to go ahead now and close with a song, Carry On My Wayward Son, by Neone.
Once I rose above the noise and confusion, just to get a glimpse beyond this illusion. I was soaring ever higher, then I flew too high. Though my eyes could see, I still was a blind man. Though my mind could think, I still was a madman. I hear the voices when I'm dreaming. I can hear them say, carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay away, react to rest. Don't you cry no more. Masquerading as a man with a reason. Masquerade is the event of the season. And if I claim to be the wise man, it surely means that I don't know. On a see you moving in motion. Tossed about like a ship on the ocean. I said cold to winds of fortune, but I hear voices carry on my wayward song. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Now your life's no longer empty. Surely heaven waits for you. Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.
Thank you. We'd ask everyone to please rise, and we'd ask our pallbearers to come forward to the white door, please.